Morning. We have different distances. We have to coordinate. We're going to have, I think, an important Foreign Affairs Council today. Yesterday we started already with a good working session with Staffan de Mistura that for the United Nations follows Syria. And we're going to take some conclusions, some decisions with the ministers today on the way in which we can concretely support the efforts of the United Nations, in particular on the plans for a freeze, and in particular for Aleppo, that is, I would say, crucial not only for humanitarian and for security reasons, but also as a symbol of what we can do and what we should do to stop the war in Syria. After 3 years and a half, I would say it's time for us to manage to contribute positively to a solution there. We will also take decisions on Bosnia following our visits in Sarajevo a few days ago, and so expect some decisions on that also during the day. And we will also have a point on the agenda on Libya. We will have a direct contact with Bernardino Leon, and we'll discuss with him the developments and in particular the future of the steps we can take on Libya. Another important thing, very important thing today will be that it will be the first association council between the European Union and Ukraine this afternoon with the Prime Minister and many ministers of the Ukrainian government. I will be in Kiev tomorrow and the day after tomorrow myself, and the issue will be very shortly on our agenda today, but not everything that is on the agenda, I mean, not being on the agenda doesn't mean that we don't work on things, and Ukraine is exactly that case in this sense. I also had a chance to meet yesterday President Tusk. We prepared the European Council, the part that relates to foreign policy in particular. So it's a busy day and a busy week.
How do you see any coordination with Russia or Syria?
You will see the conclusions today. I think today it's going to be a full day. You will have plenty of ministers coming in now, so you will have a chance of asking them as well. I'll see you later. Bye. Just to say that today, as you know, the main point on the agenda will be on Syria. We had a very good working meeting yesterday with Staffan de Mistura that for the United Nations follow Syria, and we will take decisions today on that. It is important to find the concrete ways in which the European Union can support its efforts, in particular for the plans of some freeze of hostilities, and in particular on Aleppo. That is crucial for political reasons, for security reasons, for the refugees, and also as a symbol of what Syria can be and what Syria should not be. We will also take decisions on Bosnia following our visit a few days ago, so expect some conclusions in the afternoon. And we will have a full point of discussion on Libya in connection with Bernardino Leon, that is on the ground in these days working on another meeting. Also on that, I think the European Union, with the discussion today, can step up its efforts and see if we manage to avoid the wars and build something positive. The other important thing that is happening today, not in the Foreign Affairs Council, but later, is the first association council between the European Union and Ukraine that opens a new page for our relations, more concentrated on reforms implementation in Ukraine. I'll be in Kiev tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, and have talks not only with the Prime Minister and a lot of the government today, but also with the President, with Parliament and civil society in Kiev tomorrow and the day after tomorrow.
What concrete support could the EU give to the de Mistura plan in concrete terms? What specifically could the EU do for the de Mistura?
We'll talk about that later in the afternoon. We have a discussion with the ministers today. We had a first exchange of views informally with de Mistura yesterday exactly about this, concrete elements that European Union could bring to support and to make it happen, in particular, I stress, in Aleppo. and on the freeze. But I will tell you more after the decision is taken. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.